like to talk about the history and development of KTMB, Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad. So currently this is the Kuala Lumpur station, which was first built in 1886. It was previously known as the residence station due to the proximity to British residents. At 1910, the residence station was renamed and rebuilt as Kuala Lumpur Station, which is this current station. On to 1995, Kuala Lumpur Station first electrified commuter railway system was first introduced in Kuala Lumpur Central Station. So at year 2005, KTMB began to accept the touch and go fare cards, and since last year until now, they are currently working on the Phase 1B construction, which is the double track Klang Valley construction.
In 1995, Ampang Line was constructed, while Kelana Jaya Line was constructed in 1998. Pasarana was incorporated to facilitate, coordinate, and undertake the infrastructure planning process approved by Malaysia government. At 2004, Rapid KL took over the operation for second phase reconstructing process of Kuala Lumpur's public transportation network. At 2015, which was just 3 years ago, Sri Petaling Line was extended to Putra Heights, while Kelana Jaya Line was extended to Subang Jaya and USJ.
For monorail railway system in Malaysia, it was first introduced by Kuala Lumpur City Hall at 1990. The work was suggested to start at 1990, but due to certain reasons, it was postponed to 1991. Again, at 1997, there was this work cessation due to the Asian financial crisis. Finally, at 2003, monorail system was introduced in Malaysia with 11 stations, which cover from Titik Wangsa to KL Central Station.
The MRT is fully automated and without driver. It is known as Mass Rapid Transit. It is owned by the MRT Corporation, which is founded on September 2011. The MRT project was founded on 2010 and approved by the government. On 2011, the construction started on July with 31 stations and 51 km long. In 2013, tunnel excavation, which is the MRT Sungai Buloh and Kajang line, was commenced. And finally, on 2016, the Phase 1 Sungai Buloh Semantan line was opened. And on 2017, which is just last year, the Museum Negara Kajang line, which is the Phase 2 line, was commenced.
There are KTM available over there, and also LRT is behind me, and also MRT if you go straight in front. But for monorail, you need to pass by the mall and go down to ground floor to take the monorail. And there are maps available here, and also counters for your inquiries. If you would like to ask something to the staff, they can speak English very well.
Hello everyone, right now we are at KL Central Station, and today we will talk about the KTMB routes. As for KTMB, it is divided into KTM Intercity, KTM Commuter and also KTM Cargo. For today we will talk about the KTMB commuter routes. There are actually two central routes in Kuala Lumpur, which is from Seremban to Batu Caves and also from Tanjung Malim to Pelabuhan Klang. As for the interval time for each train is actually usually 20 minutes to 40 minutes.
The KL LRT, or known as Light Railway Transit, is actually one of the major public transport available in KL. It is broken up into three major routes: the Kelana Jaya Line, the Ampang Line, and Sri Petaling Line. The operation time for the LRT will be from 6 AM to 12 midnight. And the frequency will be between 3 to 15 minutes, depend on the peak hour time or non-peak hour time. Now, for all of the tourists, they are actually advisable to avoid the peak hour, which is from 7 AM to 9 AM and 5 PM to 7 PM, because that is the time where the local users will actually use LRT to commute back home to their suburban hometowns. And the price for each stop will be around 1 ringgit.
Hello, I'm at the monorail station right now. So the monorail system actually usually operates from 6 AM until 12 AM, and the last train, as you can see, it is on 11:30 PM, and there are 11 stations available. You need to wait for 5 minutes during the peak hours, but during the normal hours, you may need to wait until 12 minutes. So actually costs around RM1.20 per stop, so it's actually quite economical.
MRT runs through Kuala Lumpur City Central. It provides direct access to tourist spots such as National Museum, Centre Market. It also provides direct access to Bukit Bintang area, which you can see now at here, Bukit Bintang area. So MRT is a fully automatic public transport. It has convenient facilities such as escalator, lift for disabled, and service center.
Single train ticket price from RM1.20 upwards, and you can purchase it from the counter or the ticketing kiosk at the MRT station. The operating hours start from 6 AM in the morning every day, and the closing times vary depending on each station. The MRT also connected to other KL train transit such as LRT, KLIA Transit, KTM and Monorail. There's also a feeder barge available at each MRT station that stops at the neighborhood, priced at RM1.
Hello, I would like to share about my KTMB commuter experience with you all. We are now currently at KTM Sentul station, and we have to go to Batu Cave station, which is 4 stations from here. Supposedly we will be taking the KTM commuter from KL Central station and go to Batu Cave station, but due to the reason that they are currently upgrading a few stations in between KTM Sentul and KL Central, so we are unable to take the commuter to go to Batu Cave. So just now we took the free shuttle bus provided by KTMB from KL Central and then sent us to KTM Sentul station here.
There is one thing that I would like to point out is that the speed of KTMB commuter is actually quite slow. As you can see, even the car travels faster than the train itself. After 10 minutes, they have now finally arrived at Batu Cave station.
Once you exit the KTMB Batu Cave station, and then you can reach to this main focal point of Batu Cave. It's a 272 steps, which you can go up to the caves inside, and this is the souvenir shop here.
In KL Central Station, there are few platforms over here, so you have to be careful with which direction you are heading to. As for the condition inside the train, it's actually quite good and cold, and the seats are normally available during non-peak hours as the train is quite long.
So today I will share my experience on sitting this monorail, and I'm in monorail childcare right now, and let's have a look on how our monorail system looks like. So now you can see there are 2 signboards right here, platform 1 and platform 2. Platform 1 is heading towards Newangsa, and platform 2 listed a few stations, and our destination is Bukit Bintang. So I'm going to board the monorail at platform 2 right here. So this is the place that you can actually enter the monorail. The monorail is quite short compared to LRT and MRT, so you should always find your spot in front because the monorail tends to stop at front. So now I'm inside the monorail right now, and as it is not crowded, so there are still many places left. So this is a place where there is a lot of malls and such as Pavilion, Star Hill Gallery, and also Fahrenheit 88. It is a very good place for shopping and food and things. As you can see, there are a lot of shops here. Comparing to LRT, there are actually lights showing on which station you are and which station you are heading to, but it is not the same in monorail. There's no light, and you have to depend on the announcement and also be aware of where you are arriving.
Titi Wangsa LRT station right now.
It will be like we are all the tourists and we can get the maps from the counter over here.
Thank you very much. We got it!
Our destination will be actually Masjid Jamek, as you can see here, and we are right now at Titi Wangsa station. There are actually two trains that can reach Masjid Jamek, which will be the Ampang line, which is light brown in color, and the darker brown will be actually Sri Petaling. Right now we'll actually pick Ampang line. We're now going to Masjid Jamek, which is platform 2 that we should go. Right now we're going to platform 2. The second way to actually determine whether you take the right line is actually look at the display board inside the LRT itself. Right now, as you can see right here, the light brown one will be Ampang line, so we're actually on the right train.
The condition in LRT train is quite comfortable.
And it's actually quite chilling, the temperature is quite low, and you can see all those chairs are actually metal, so it will be quite cold.
And then there are many sections in LRT train, so normally LRT can bring more passengers. There will be announcement to remind passengers what is the next station.
Stesen berikutnya, Masjid Jamek. Stesen pertukaran ke LRT Pelabuhan Kelana Jaya. Next station, Masjid Jamek. Interchange station to LRT Kelana Jaya line.
Hello guys, we are at Merdeka Square, or we call it as Dataran Merdeka right now. You can see over there, there is the tallest flagpole in the world, and it is 95 meters. And our Jalur Gemilang is proudly hanging over there. Merdeka Square is surrounded by many historical buildings. We are at Masjid Jamek station right now, and our next destination is KLCC. At Petronas Twin Tower right now.
This will be our second destination that we choose to use LRT to reach. And KLCC Tower, or we call it Petronas Twin Tower, is actually the tallest twin skyscraper in the world. So inside this KLCC Tower, there is actually a Surya high-end shopping center, and there is also a musical fountains that will be a main attraction to many tourists. See actually if the LRT will be on time compared with others public transport. Now on the board you can actually see it, it's 8:18 and this train is supposed to reach within 2 minutes. So now it is actually 8:20 and the train just arrived.
Now we are at the Bukit Bintang MRT station.
Now our first destination will be going to the Museum Negara stop. Let's go!
Let's go! Okay, now we are here. We'll be going here. Okay, here we can see that there's 2 floors in the Bukit Bintang MRT station where there are 2 exits, 2 platforms.
I know we are waiting in the platform to board the MRT, destination, which is Museum Negara. And from the screen, you can see that the estimated time for the MRT to arrive here is 2 minutes. So let's see whether the MRT will reach here on time or not.
Okay. Yes, the train arrived on time, and you can see here.
The railway system is an underground railway system. We are now taking MRT underground railway system to go into the destination we're going to. As you can see, MRT is not over here, and it is designated seats. However, these seats are prioritized to all faults. Pregnant women and disabled persons. MRTs, there are also some. Wow. Now we reach the Museum Negara of Malaysia, and it is located in front of the Museum Negara MRT station. It is an excellent introduction to Malaysian history, economy, arts, craft, and culture.
The aircon is quite fully. It's not too cold or not too hot. It's just right at the right temperature.
As you can see also in MRTs, the lighting is quite positive. The lighting is just soft and very relaxing. There is a sound system in MRTs. The announcement for the sound system will tell you what is the next destination that MRT are going to.
Hi! We reached our second destination, which is my town at IKEA. It's connected with the Cochrane MRT station. Let's go!
Hi.
We are here in IKEA.
We'll show you some interior in IKEA.
Okay, here in the screen you can see that the next places that will be going by this MRT. The red dots indicate the station that have been passed. The next station will be indicated by the yellow dot, and the green dots will be the station that will be passed through by this MRT. The terminal station for this MRT is Sungai Buloh and Kajang. There are two doors in the MRT, one left and one right. Currently, we are at the Petaling Street, which can be reached by the MRT station through Pasar Seni station. Petaling Street is also known as the Chinatown of Kuala Lumpur, and this is a bargain paradise for the tourists. The MRT, as you can see, is quite spacious and quite new. And there are altogether 6 coaches.
South Africa. So is this your first day here?
First time in Malaysia.
First time in Malaysia.
Yes.
So today is your first day?
Yes.
Okay, so actually just now, how do you come to Batu Cave?
We use the train.
Train?
Yeah.
Yes,
So we first took the bus and then the train.
So it's from KL Central Station, right?
Yes.
So how was your experience with the train just now?
It was lovely, it was cool, it was clean, and very comfortable, and on time.
Yeah, okay. Are you aware that there is actually a ladies' coach?
Yes, I saw that. I actually noticed that. Why?
Actually, that's why it's for ladies. It's like from next day, it's kind of more comfortable to ladies.
Okay.
So like for these few days, if you are planning to take train, you can actually go to the 3rd and the 4th ladies' coach.
Okay. And it's just only ladies there.
Yeah, by rules, it's only for ladies.
Okay, wonderful. I'll try that. Thank you.
Okay, so what's your plan after this? I'm going to
we'd like to go to the tower.
House KL.
Yes.
Okay.
There and then back to the hotel to recover a bit. And then we'll probably go and do some shopping later on.
Actually, by KL Tower, you can actually take LRT. You know that? Yeah, there's one more train called LRT. You can actually go to KLCC by LRT. And it's much cheaper than taking Grab and taxi or that.
I will remember that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So,
Thank
one
you.
more question.
Yes.
How about the transportation system in your country?
It's definitely not as good. Definitely not. We've got a lot of issues with our transport system, especially the trains. Yeah. So when people don't use the trains, they're even advised to use the bus service. But sometimes the trains don't work, the bus service is out of working order, so it's kind of difficult. It's not as good as this.
buses are more common than trains?
I would say it's equal. Because we've got a lot of taxis as well. You know, those big vans. Yes, we've got that as well. So it's either or. There are so many people who need to get somewhere, because I'm from Cape Town, and in Cape Town the traffic is quite congested. So people have to take the bus or the train or the taxi, whichever one is available, and which will get them to, you know, the place of work easily.
So actually the KL Central is an integrated hub system of the all types of railway systems. So it's quite convenient.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll remember that.
Okay.
So have you tried out any the railway system here, like the monorail, KTM, LRT?
No. We have actually hired a trip advisor who is taking me for all the various historical places in Malaysia. In Kuala Lumpur, basically. Today is Kuala Lumpur, and then we will be moving to the next place.
So have you tried the railway transportation?
Yes, today.
You try LRT?
Yeah, I went to KL Central because I wanted to go to Batu Caves. I took a taxi from KL Central to Batu Caves, but from Batu Caves to KL Central, I took the train up to Sentul.
How you know the information about the LRT?
We Googling.
Google it,
yes,
and then
by Googling.
You just follow the instructions
Yes.
in LRT.
Yeah, some people blog it. Doing holiday in here, we see that.
Do you feel the information given online is helpful?
Yes, very helpful. Very helpful.
Sometimes maybe confusing at first, but we asking people in and then to get information.
Have you looked for any information about the public transport in Malaysia before coming here?
I basically just Googled how to get from the airport to my hostel, and that was about it. I read up a little bit, like just saying, like explaining the different, like the MRT, like and the LRT. So I knew like a little bit about the different systems, but I hadn't done a ton of research by any means before I came here.
Easy to understand. Okay.
As this is the first time that you're taking this MRT, right? May I know what is your first impression or your opinion on the MRT station in Malaysia?
It's pretty good. I've been on other MRTs or LRTs or metro stations, whatever, but I've heard this one is really good. It's really easy to get around. So.
But it was clean.
Yeah.
It had air conditioning. That in my country, there's only one train that has air conditioning. But I had a great trip on the train, so no complaints.
What do you think on our transportation system here?
It works better than it works in my country.
For example?
What caught my attention was that there was like a coach only for ladies.
Yeah.
And that is very different.
So, how do you will comment on Malaysia public transport system, especially in terms of railway system?
It's really good. It's a really good connection for the things which we use, and also it's on time. It's really great and it's clean.
So, if I giving a scale between 0 to 10, so how much will you rate the railway? Maybe 8. So, if another 2 marks, you will suggest for any improvement or so on. If because you grade 8 marks, right? So the next
what you can do better?
Yeah.
Maybe better connection, always can be better, more clean. What type? Yeah, some destinations which are more far.
So on the scale of 0 to 10, which is 0 means you are not satisfied at all, and 10 is you are very satisfied, how much do you rate public transport?
transport in your country, and maybe you can like relate it and what's the difference on the public transport in Malaysia or your country.
Yeah, so I'm from Canada. The big cities have decent transport, but they're still developing. Like Toronto, Vancouver have good public transports, but the bigger cities are still developing, so they're all right. Like the bus systems are all right, but they're so spread out. But yeah, the bigger the city, the better the transport. So it's decent, but definitely here is way more developed, so it'll be better, obviously.
Do you have any opinion on the railway system in Malaysia?
Everything is good. It's helpful for me because it's first time for us in Indonesia. We don't have. I mean, like we from other not Jakarta. It's have a transportation, but we live in Kalimantan and is not have a train.
Okay.
We don't have train, LRT like that.
To ensure smooth journey, it is important to do some browsing and information searching before even starting your travel. For example, fare, time and destination should be included into consideration before you choose any mode of transportation. It is also very possible to actually plan out your journey.
Tourists can actually visit the official website of MyRapid since it provides several services. The first will be the journey planning, whereby the available mode of transportation will be shown when we key in the current location and the desired destination.
The mobile application released by Rapid KL is actually one of the very useful apps, and it is very convenient for all the tourists to actually use it for their travel in KL.
The Malaysia Rail is a mobile application that shows the maps for all railways available in Malaysia. KL Transit, as it will actually show the arrival time of KTM, and this application runs for only KTM. Rapid KL Fare, whereby the amount of fare will be shown when you key in your current location and the desired destination.
Now I will explain to you how to read the map. So basically, this map can be read by two ways, which is coloring and number. So for example, if you would like to take monorail line, you can search for the green color line, or you search for the number 8 line to goes to the station in monorail. Nowadays, many public transport railways company have come out with their own cashless cards. For example, KTM Commuter have come out with their Touch and Go card, and then Rapid KL have come out with their cashless card with several packages such as My Rapid Smart 30 monthly and My Rapid Smart 7 weekly. If you plan to stay at KL for a week, then you are recommended to buy the weekly pass. If you plan to stay at KL for a month or several months, then you are recommended to buy a monthly pass. Now we have buy our Touch and Go card, right? Now actually, Touch and Go card can be reloaded in the credit form from many stores such as 7-Eleven convenience store and Guardian. Touch and Go card also can be reloaded from the mynews.com convenience store.
Hi, moving on. In commuter KTM, there are 2 coaches dedicated especially to women. A group of female travelers can utilize Coach 3 and Coach 4 to get their best travelling experience. Yes, this is the ladies coach for the commuter.
Dear gentlemen, please refrain from doing what Zaheen did. Another thing that I would like to share is that always board the train from the end of the train, whether it's from the front or from the back, for most of the public transport such as MRT, monorail, commuter or LRT. This is because at the end of the train will be more comfortable and more spacious. You most likely will get a seat.
Now I'd like to demonstrate how to use this self-ticketing machine. This one is for Rapid KL, and there's another one for KTM. For Rapid KL, there are actually LRT, monorail, and MRT BRT available. Now, there are a total of 2 languages available. For this one right now is BM, but you can choose it to English. Now, I'd like to choose KL monorail line. Right now we are at KL Central, so I'll choose my
desired station, it will be Tung Sambatan. Now, at most you can actually buy 15 tokens at once. You can add it here or deduct it here, and this will be the total amount that you have to pay for. To enter any station, it is important to note that the token should not be inserted into the coin slot, but instead it should actually be scanned at the machine. To leave the station with a token after reaching your destination, you should actually put the token into the coin slot instead of scanning it.
When your Touch and Go card has run out of credit, you can use this kiosk to do a self-reload. As you can see, this is the self-reload Touch and Go kiosk. First, touch to enter and select your language. There is Malay and English. We'll be using English. And you can see that this kiosk only accepts 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit, 50 ringgit and 100 ringgit. Press the confirm button. Select the Touch and Go reload. See this green light here and place your Touch and Go card here. Press confirm. You can see this is my card balance. Okay. And press again confirm. Next, you insert the money here at this green light slot. And the amount reloaded 5 ringgit will be on the screen. You press confirm to reload. And during this transaction, do not remove your card until the transaction is over. And you can see that this is the new balance and my card is successfully reloaded. You can remove the card now.